What nobody tells you about render, the coin, and altcoin season. Well, a lot of it is going to depend on Bitcoin. If you guys been following my channel for any time at all, you guys know that Bitcoin is the driver of this crypto markets. If Bitcoin is in a very critical position right now, if it actually breaks out of where it's at to the upside, which is a bearish pattern, if it breaks out of that bearish pattern to the upside, that is going to be significant for these altcoins. Okay, I would expect these altcoins to be surging with it. Of course, there's going to be another indicator I'm watching out for, which is Total 3, right? Both of which are going to affect Bitcoin dominance. And a lot of YouTubers talk about Bitcoin dominance, but I want to go one step further and talk about what, the variables that actually affect Bitcoin dominance, which is Bitcoin, Total 3, right? And of course, Ethereum, but we're not talking about that today. Um, so both of these are on the edge of a breakout or a breakdown, right? But based on the Total 3 charts, which is altcoins excluding Ethereum, it's looking like it's likely that it's going to be breaking out to the upside. Now, of course, if both of these come true, then render, I would expect, is going to play out with a lot of what it's saying on its price action charts. And this is the weekly time frame for render, and I've been talking about this chart forever, right? Which is a falling wedge pattern. Falling wedges are bullish patterns that have a higher chance of breaking to the upside. Now, if this thing breaks to the upside, this on the weekly time frame, this is a huge pattern. If this thing breaks to the upside by this point, for example, price target here would still be about almost $20 render. Okay. Now, price targets are estimates only. There could be more, there could be less. Okay. A lot of it is going to depend on what happens with Bitcoin. If Bitcoin starts dumping, then a lot of these altcoin setups are not going to matter very much. I will link you guys to my Bitcoin video earlier today. I never trade altcoins without a clear understanding of Bitcoin. Now, I talked about a double bottom pattern here from within the bigger falling wedge pattern. Now, the neckline of this double bottom pattern would be about $5.50 neckline. Price target would be about $8.65 price targets. Okay. So let's see if render can break out of this double bottom because it has a higher chance of breaking to the upside. Now, let's zoom in some more and see what render could be doing here. It's a 3-day time frame. I talked about a falling wedge pattern here, a smaller falling wedge pattern that it broke out of. This is still a valid breakout because I see that the price action is still above this upward trend line of the falling wedge pattern with candle closes. Very close, but it glided along the upper trend line. It's still above it. Price target for the smaller falling wedge pattern would be about $5.15. So let's see if render gets there. Let's go ahead and go to a smaller time frame here. I want to show you guys how a double bottom plays out. This is a double bottom on the 12-hour time frame as well. Basically, played out to the T here because the price target was about $3.75. Render got there and basically coming back to retest that double bottom pattern. So let's see what this does. This could potentially form some type of a cup and handle pattern on the smaller time frame if it comes back to retest $4.15 on this 12-hour time frame. Two more times, okay, to form the cup and the handle. Let's see if that's what it does. Sometimes it could even go through it without even forming the cup and handle. So that is just an early guess of what it could be happening on the smaller time frame. Of course, these are just my opinions, like the entirety of this video, not financial advice. I am long on Bitcoin. I am long on quite a bit of the altcoins here, so my opinions on this market is bullish. But I'll tell you guys when I change my opinions. So this basically wraps up for render here. Let me know if you guys want to continue seeing any more of this coin. Any other coins in this market, I'll pick a request to do for you guys on a daily basis. And I'll see you on the next one.